let's see how the spinning wheel works. First of all, you have to find the end of the thread, which is not always easy. Sometimes the thread gets lost in the bobbin, and you have to hunt and peck to locate it. Then you lay the thread over the metal hooks, and I like to actually bend the thread in the middle and stick it through the hollow tube at the end of the metal shaft. Now you may be hearing some howling. That's because it's a dark and stormy afternoon here at the Hermitage. I'm going to pull out enough thread to lay it by the distaff. I start the wheel. The flyer starts turning the thread round and round, and that twist runs up into the fibers and snags them and pulls them down into a continual line of thread. Now at this point, we have the flax fibers literally being turned into a line of thread at this point that is linen. Because once we twist the flax fibers into thread, it becomes linen. What enables flax to do this, to snag and catch and be twisted, is that if you look at the fibers under a microscope, you'll notice that it's not completely smooth as it appears to be to the eye. The flax fibers indeed are jointed very much like bamboo. And it's the twisting and the interlocking of those joints that enable us to actually make the thread, and it's what makes flax such a perfect fiber for spinning. You can spin the thread wet or dry. If you're spinning it wet, it helps to have a small glass of water you can hang from the distaff arm, or you can simply use spit. However, I find out that after a certain length of time I run dry, so it's better to have some water to do it. If you're spinning the warp thread, it needs to be spun wet, because even though the dampness will dry out, it keeps a tighter twist in the thread than if you had spun it dry. And the tight twist is important for the warp threads because those threads, again, go from the back of the loom to the front. They're pulled tightly, and you want a tight twist that will stand up to the pressure of being under tension on the loom. The weft threads, again, can be spun dry because they simply go from side to side and act as a filler. So you don't have to worry about wet spinning the weft threads. People often ask me, how fast is that wheel? And I say I can make about 5 yards a minute, which sounds like a lot. But you have to realize that it can take up to 10,000 yards of thread to prepare a loom for weaving. And that would make perhaps a 10-yard piece of fabric loom width. Now, loom width would be as wide as you can comfortably throw the shuttle. And for me, that's about 20 to 20 inches wide. So when we talk about yardage on a loom, you have to keep in mind that it's a yard long, but not a yard wide. They said that traditionally 7 spinners would keep 1 weaver busy, but I'm the only spinner I've got, so I have to work like crazy. Also, you can see how second nature the act of spinning becomes. You can spin while you're talking, while you're watching TV, while you're with friends, and you can also sing. There are a number of fabulous spinning songs. We have a number of them included in a forthcoming book on the flax process to be published this spring by Schiffer Publishing. The name of the book is The Big Book of Flax. It'll tell you everything you want to know about flax processing, you'll have photographs of a number of spinning wheels and other pieces of flax equipment. And it also has the sheet music for a number of songs. The first song I'm going to sing is the Pennsylvania Dutch folk song. It actually presents a conversation between a mother and her daughter. The mother faces the age-old conundrum, how to get my child to work. It turns out the daughter has a price, and the mother has to figure out exactly what that price is. I'll sing the first verse in Pennsylvania Dutch, and then the rest of the song in English. Spin, spin, meine liebe Dochter, no kauf ich dir n Frack. Ja, ja, meine liebe Mami, und den mit mir Sack. Ich kann wieder spinnen, mein Fiendisch fährt immer, und a dude mir weh, so weh. Spin, spin, my dearest daughter, I'll buy you a dress. Yes, yes, my dearest mommy, but it must be the best. I can't do my spinning, my fingers not mending. Oh help, the pain is so great. Spin, spin, my dearest daughter, I'll buy you a cow. Yes, yes, my dearest mommy, with a calf for me now. I can't do my spinning, my fingers not mending. Oh help, the pain is so great. Spin, spin, my dearest daughter, I'll buy you a horse. Yes, yes, my dearest mommy, with oats too, of course. I can't do my spinning, my fingers not mending. Oh help, the pain is so great. Spin, spin, my dearest daughter, I'll buy you a man. Yes, yes, my dearest mommy, as fast as you can. I can do my spinning, my fingers now mending. It's gone, the pain is all gone. The next song is actually a spinning hymn and was composed for the Single Sisters in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, a Moravian community in the 1740s. To the Moravians, as with so many religious groups of that time, all work was holy. And so as they were doing their holy work, they were able to sing and basically consecrate their work to the divine. Know ye, sisters, in this way is your work a blessing. If for mother's sake ye spin, toiling without ceasing, spin and weave compelled by love, sew and wash with fervor, and our mother's grace and love keep us glad forever. The use of the term mother in that hymn refers to the Moravians' belief at that time that the Holy Spirit itself acted as a protective mother. We'll see that same belief in the next spinning hymn, a Shaker hymn. In this case, however, the Shaker sisters are referring to the divinity of their founder, Mother Ann Lee, whom they saw as a protective spirit. Round around, mother's blessing goes round, round the world around. Round around, mother's blessing goes round, round the world around. Twisting strands of love and union into life's eternal bliss. Mother's hand is on the spindle, turning us to peace and rest. Twisting strands of love and union into life's eternal bliss. Mother's hand is on the spindle, turning us to peace and rest. Our last song is a folk tale from Scotland. It tells the tradition of a little sea witch who was to be found washing a blood-soaked shirt in a stream. The prophecy was that the owner of the shirt would die at sea. In this song, a mother finds the little sea witch washing the blood-soaked shirt, and she's terrified because at that very moment, her only son, a young man named Roderick, is crossing the bay with a boatload of produce with his two friends who are also both named Roderick. The mother wants to know whose shirt the sea witch is washing. Confound thee, little sea witch, confound thee, little sea witch, confound thee, little sea witch. What has brought thee here? To wash the shirt of the two Rodericks, and the shirt of Roderick thy son. There is many a lair beneath the sea, though every cave is not a tomb. Is that the linen I planted, and the linen I pulled, the linen I rippled, and the linen I broke, the linen I scutched, and the linen I scraped, the linen I hackled, and the linen I combed, to be soft and elegant? The linen I spun, and the linen I wove, the linen I bleached on the grass of the green. Oh, oh, my plight and my torment. The linen I consecrated with my scalding tears to our mother the earth for my only lambkin. Thee will need this shirt, my poor woman, the two Rodericks shall be drowned, but thy dear lambkin shall make the shore, thy son shall make the shore. That's the culmination of the single flyer wheel. From here, there was only one technical advancement in the home production of flax to linen technology, and that was the introduction of the double flyer wheel. See you there.